Head on over to more. It's automatically going to highlight at the top left rosters, bottom middle, active roster, advance. It's automatically going to highlight online roster. Go ahead and select it. It's going to prompt you the first time to download the most active roster. Select yes. Unless you're against it for whatever unknown reason, then select no. I don't really care. Now that there's a check mark, that's your active roster. Head on over with the D-pad to the right here and create a new roster from the active one. That's now your active roster. You still cannot rename them, which is really stupid. So if you wanted to make multiple ones, you're going to have to take a mental note of, you know, maybe this is Pittsburgh Penguins, maybe this is Quebec Nordiques. Mind you, that might not really matter as you're going to be making some franchise modes, and naturally you're going to rename your franchise mode after the team, perhaps. So you won't really have to worry about it from that perspective. Go ahead and select it so that that becomes your active roster. Now we're going to back out. From here, we're going to go back to rosters, but instead of active roster in the bottom middle, we're going to go to player movement. Right away, I like to do this. D-pad over here to the right, select the league that you want, select the team that you want. I want Pittsburgh Penguins. Come back over here, select the league that you want. For me, I'm doing the NHL Alumni Association. And then again at the top left, the L2, R2, whatever those button prompts are for you. I'm going to go back to Pittsburgh Penguin Alumni, the old school Pittsburgh. Always follow those button prompts. I'm going to go ahead and select Mario Lemieux, Jaromir Jagr. I could just finish it right now. Boom. It'll move those players right over. Or you can move over here, select some players. Maybe you want to drop them to the free agency. Maybe you just want to make a trade so that these players here head on over to this team. I don't care to do that, so I'm done. I'm going to finish. It's moved those players over now. I'm going to back out. It's automatically saving my progress to my active roster. From here, we're going to head on back again under more. This time we're going to go to edit lines. You can do this within franchise mode, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Go to the team that you were just playing with. For me, it's the Pittsburgh Penguins. Okay. Again, button prompts. Look at the bottom. Look at the top left. Whether you're doing offense, defense, okay? Let's say you don't want B-Rust here for line 1. Go ahead and select them. Now, this is very important. Look at the bottom left again. Dress skaters, 18 out of 8. Dress goalies, 2 out of 2. Jagr is not dressed. He's naked. He's a pervert. So you're going to have to go ahead and dress the player. I'm going to hit square because I'm on PlayStation. Yes, let's dress him. Now let's substitute him. Now it's Jagr. But you're going to notice, if you want to repeat it, you always want your lines to be the same. I do that. Good for me. You may want to play differently. You could select any player. Does not matter. Again, look at the top left. Right wing. You can go ahead and really do all skaters if you want. And you can just choose to scratch a different player. Because we're at now 19 of 18. So I'm going to go ahead and just randomly B-Rust is the guy that we substituted for. We're going to scratch his ass. And now we're back at 18 of 18. Okay? That's just an example of one player. Again, you want to do all these different things. There might be some errors here in the power play. You now know the basics of how to do this. If you back out, you might get some errors. You can decide to edit the line manually or have the head coach do it for you. And then when you go back to offense, yeah, you're still there. As an example, Mario Lemieux in the middle was done automatically, I believe. Now we're going to back out. Everything's being auto-saved again. Now we're going to head into franchise mode, which is probably where you're thinking of going. From here, don't think it really matters which one you pick. I always pick authentic. From here, we're going to build our dynasty. I'm just going to name it whatever, just for the sake of the video. Your preferred team is probably going to be the one that's going to be automatically highlighted. Of course, you can still change it if you want. Move on. Continue. You know, decide what you want to do here. Then continue. Your overview, you can change your rules and settings, and then you can start your career. Turn off salary, whatever, just pick what you want. Now I'm going to show you how to edit your lines once you're in the franchise mode in case you want to make some further changes. Because whatever you do outside of franchise mode isn't going to carry over to here unless it's your first time making a franchise, you understand? They're not like connected. It's only going to remember what you've done the first time you created it. But if you go back out a franchise, you start fiddling around, you'd have to create a new franchise. Nobody wants to do that. So from here, button prompts again. See L1 and R1. I'm going to go down here to edit lines. And that is, once again, how you would go about making some changes. If you wanted to make some further tweaks later, and back out, and you are pretty much done. That's it. I can't think of anything else. Captains and jerseys, you know, all that stuff, the numbers, whatever, who's assist. Thumbs up as always if you like the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. Thumbs down if you didn't like it, and I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass. If you want to subscribe, great, whatever. Either way, thanks for stopping by. Goodbye.